Hello children, welcome back again in our mathematics session, and we were in chapter number 6, squares and square roots. So children, in the last session we have covered with a very important topic, that is finding a square root of an integer using division method. So I hope you children, you all understood how to find out the square root using the division method. Now today, once again, I will show you the division method of integer. It will be a revision also for you all. And one more step ahead, today we are going to see in the same division of integers, division method to find out the square root of an integers. So let us see today. So this was, we have already seen children, exercise 6.4, question number 1 in that first one, 2304. So the first step was to pair the numbers. So we start from the ones place, that is units place. So 04 is one pair and 23 is another pair. Right children? Now we have to concentrate on 23, right? So we have to find such a number over here that the square of that number should be equal or less than 23. So we have taken 4 4s are 16, right? To the right hand side, now like a division, 23 minus 16 is equal to 7, and the next whole pair will come down, not a single number, right? So this whole pair, that is 04, when it comes down here, now the number is 704, and whatever number we have taken over here, that we are going to add in this, right, in the left hand side. So 4 plus 4 is 8, and after 8 there will be a blank space over here, right? So we have to fill there such a number that the product of this number multiplied by that number should be equal or less than 704. So that is, so we got here 8, that is 88 into 8 is 704, and then the remainder comes 0. So till here we have seen in our last session children, right? Now as I said, today one more step ahead we will see. Whatever number we have taken over here, we will add that in this number here. So 88 plus 8 will be 96. So this one step you have to again add in all the sums whichever we have done from exercise 6.4 question number 1 children. Whenever you are writing in your notebook, so this is how you are going to write. I hope this is clear. And now one more very important thing you will note here, that whatever number you got here at the bottom, that is 96, is, here you can see the answer is 48, right? The square root of 2304 is 48. Twice of 48, you will note that twice of 48 is equal to 96. So this is one way you can cross check whether you got a right answer or not. So if you got the square root, then you can note that if you got the square root, that is the final answer, then you will notice this children, that whatever answer you got, twice of that will be your left hand side, whichever is the last number, that is 96 in this sum. Okay, so one more example we will see. So hence you can write at the end, hence the square root of 2304 is 48. So this one more example, second one. So all of you children, make a note whenever you are writing in the class work, this is how you are going to write. Till end you will complete, cross check that whether the answer whatever you got here, that is the square root of the given number, twice of that should be the number in the left hand side at the end. So now here you can see, for 44 is one pair, 89 is another pair. We got 6 6 are 36. So we subtract here, we get 8 as the remainder down, and next 89 the whole pair will come down. So the number to the right hand side is 889. And here again I will add the same number, that is 6 plus 6 is 12, and after 12 there will be a dash where you have to choose such a number that the product of this number and the same number should be that number whichever you have taken there in a blank space should be equal to or less than the number over here. So I got here 127 sevens are 889. Remainder will be 0, but you will not stop over here. Whatever number you have taken, you will add in this, that is 127 plus 7 will be equal to 134. And you will notice that 67 into 2, that is twice of 67, is equal to 134. So I hope this is clear, children. So this is how you are going to copy these sums in your notebook. So in the previous class, all the 12 sums if you have written, so you will just make a note. You will complete the sum like this, that is till the end, and write it down. So hence the square root of 4489 is 67. Similarly, one more example. This is the third one. So now I'll not explain. I hope you understood. Check your answer once, and for all other sums also you can do the same. So let us proceed with our next topic, which is again very important, children. That is square root of decimals. Okay, so I have given a star mark, very important again, right? Square root of finding the square roots of integers is also equally important. Very important these topics are. Okay, so now let us find out for decimal numbers how to find the square root of the given number. So now consider a number. First we will see how to pair the numbers. Same division method only we are going to see, children. So consider a number over here, that is 176.341. So putting bars on the decimal part is different from the integral part. Now let me show you how to. Yeah, so the number is suppose 176.341, children, right? So integral part we have already seen. So you start pairing from units place, that is ones place. So my first pair will be 76 and the remaining one is 1. Okay, so but here now it is different in the decimal part. You will always start pairing from the 10th place, that is 3 4 will be your first pair, and remaining, now after decimal you can give zeros if there is a single number. Okay, so this 1 0 is my next pair. I hope this is understood. Yes, so this is how you have to pair the decimal numbers. Let us move. So this is now question number 3 in exercise 6.4. From exercise 6.4, deleted portion I have already given in the last session, children. Please make a note of that. So find the square root of the following decimal numbers, and few numbers are given over here. Alright, 5 numbers are there. So let us see one by one how to solve it. So this is the first one. Pattern is same, children. Only the thing is where to give the decimal in finding the square root. Okay, so this is the first step. You will write the number, then you will start pairing. Right now here in the integral part there is only one number. I'll put a bar on that, but in decimal part I will make a pair of 56, that 5 6. Okay, so now I will concentrate first on my integral part. First pair, that is 2. Now I know 2 2s are 4, then the previous number is 1. So 1 1s are 1 because 4 is greater than 2. We cannot take that. The number square should be equal to or less than the whatever number is here. So I'll take 1 1s are 1. So in the right hand side 2 minus 1 will be 1, and the next whole pair is coming down. Now when you take this pair down, you will put a decimal over here. I hope this is clear. So after 1 there will be a decimal. So whenever you are taking your decimal part down, that time you will give here a decimal point. And then again the same step, 1 plus 1, we will add the same number which we have taken, will be 2, and after 2 there will be a dash here. So you have to take such a number that product of this whole number multiplied by that number should be equal to or less than the number over here, that is 156. So I know 26 into 6 is 156. So I'll take 26, 6 are 156, and 156 minus 156 is 0. And here again now you will not stop, but you will add the same number over here, that is 26 plus 6 is nothing but 32. And you will notice now, if you remove this decimal, this number is 16. 16 into 2 is 32. I hope this is clear. Only the thing, concentrate on the decimal. So whenever you are taking the decimal part down the pair, that time you have to give the decimal point in the top. So, and hence at the last you can write, hence the square root of 2.56 is 1.6. Let us see the next one. So this is 7.29. You will first write the number, start pairing in the integral part as well as decimal part. Okay, now you'll concentrate on the first pair in the integral part. It is 7. So 2 2s are 4 we have taken, because 3 3s are 9 will be greater than 7. So 2 2s are 4, 7 minus 4 will be 3, and this next pair, that is the decimal pair, is coming down. So immediately I'll put a decimal over here. So 29 comes down, the number becomes 329. Here 2 plus 2 will be 4, and now after 4 I have to take such a number that this number multiplied by that number should be 300 equal to or less than 329. Now I know 47 into 7. Now this is a little bit workout you have to do, children, over here. That is, for example, I'll show you here. So now here is 4 number, right? 1 minute. Now here you can see, oh God. Yeah. So here you can see there is a 4 number, right? So here you will take 4, suppose. Yeah, so here suppose it is 4 and here is dash. So I will first put 1 into 1. So 41 into 41, 41 into 1 will be 41. So next step I will take 42 into 2. So this here you have to fill and take the same number over here and check which number you will get equal to or less than whatever number is present here, that is 329. So this you have to work out, children, okay, in the rough, and then you can find out easily. Now one more method I have already told. You can check your this units place over here, 9. I know 7 7s are 49, so units place is coming 9. So I can try that directly, that is 47 into 7. I can work and see what it comes. So if the product is equal, well and good. Otherwise you can see for the next one. So this is how little bit you have to work and find out the number. So here now 47 into 7 is 329. So 329 minus 329 is 0. Remainder as you get 0, but this side don't stop over here. You will add the same number, that is 47 plus 7 is 54. And if you will see, if you remove this decimal, 27 into 2 is 54. Like that you can cross check. So at the end you will write, hence the square root of 7.29 is 2.7. Next one again. So you can see here it is 51.84. So first step is pair the numbers. Now I hope you understood how to pair the numbers. Concentrate on the first pair in the integer part, that is 51. Choose a number whose square is equal to or less than 51. It is 7 7s are 49, and 51 minus 49 is 2, which will come down, and the next pair will come down, that is a decimal part. So I will immediately put a decimal over here, right? So 84 will come down. Now here it becomes 284, and this side 7 plus 7 is 14 and dash. Now here you have to fill a number. So I got 142 multiplied by 2 is 284, and then 0 is the remainder, and 142 plus 2, whichever number you are taking, you will add over here. So 142 plus 2 is 144, and you will notice that the 72 multiplied by 2 is 144. And at last you will write hence the square root of 51.87.2. So this is the way how you are going to solve, children. So 4th and 5th I will just show you. I will not explain. So what you are going to do is first solve in your book, and then you can check the answer in the video. So this is the 4th one, that is 42.25, and the square root is 6.5. And this is the 5th one, that is 31.36, and the square root after solving we got 5.6. So better try at home these two sums and then check your answer. So this is how you are going to write in your classwork, children, for integer square roots also, to find the square root of integers. So that also you will write like this. Now coming to the next, again very important topic, is least number subtracted to get a perfect square. Now if you remember, children, in the previous exercise we have seen least number multiplied to get a perfect square, least number divided to get a perfect square. That means the given number was not a perfect square, and we used to find using the prime factorization method that which number is left alone without a pair, and then we used to multiply that number in the given number and we used to get a perfect square, and then find the square root. Now similarly, how to find in the division method, but how to which number we have to subtract from a given number to get a perfect square, that we are going to see, children. So let us begin. This is question number 4. Find the least number which must be subtracted from each of the following numbers so to get a perfect square. So these are the numbers, and also find the square root of a perfect square so obtained. So let us see. Yeah, the first one is 402. So first we will see whether it is a perfect square or not by using the division method. Now when we start here, that is 402, from ones place, first we will start pairing it. So 02 is one pair and leftover 4 is here. So we will concentrate on the first number, that is 4. So I know it is 2 2s are 4. So I will take 2 2s are 4. Now here, children, 1 minute. Yeah, so now here you will take plus 2, and plus 2 is 4 over here and dash over here, which you have to choose a number now, right? And here you will get 0, and 0 to the next will come down, that is now it is 0 2, right? So only 2 is here, and here it is now a greater number, and the least number we can take is 0. So here 40 zeros are 0, because 40 ones are 40, which will be again a greater number, children. So we will take 0. So 40 zeros are 0, and remainder is now here 2. So as we have not as we are not getting our remainder 0, obviously 402 is not a perfect square. But now this remainder, whatever is 2, that if we subtract from the given number, then the number which we get is a perfect square. So here we will, what we are going to do is 402 was the given number, and 2 is the remainder which we are going to subtract it from the given number. That is 402 minus 2, we will get 400. So hence the square root, now we will find of 400 by using the same division method, and we get here 20. So we can write the square root of 400 is 20. I hope this is clear. So this is how you're going to find least number which should be subtracted from the given number to make it a perfect square, and then find the square root of the number. Let us see one more. Yeah, so this is the next one, children, that is 1989. So let us first find out the square root. We will try to find out. That is, so here we will start pairing. The same division method you have to do, children, but here again the missing terms you will fill up. That is 4 plus 4 will be 8, and then 84 we have taken 4 next number, so 84 plus 4, whatever comes here you will write, right? So now let us see. Now here after doing the division method, we see that remainder is 53. Okay, so it is not 0. That means 1989 is not a perfect square. So to make it perfect square, what we are going to do is we are going to subtract 53 from the given number. So here again 1989 minus 53, we will get 1936. Now let us find the square root of this number, that is 1936. Again using the same division method, we get remainder 0. So hence the answer, the square root of 1936 is 44. So this is how you are going to solve. These are the very easy steps. But before that, you should be thoroughly aware about the division method. So first you will check what is the remainder for the given number after doing the division method. If the number is 0, it is a perfect square. Obviously it will not be a perfect square. We have to find the least number which should be subtracted. So whatever remainder you will get, here you are going to subtract that from the given number, and then whichever number you will get, you will find again the square root of that number using the division method. So this is how you have to solve. Now once again, this is the third one. The number is 3250. So again children, steps are same. Again I am repeating. Here you will write whatever method I have shown, that is 5 plus 5, 10, and 107 plus 7, whatever comes here, right? So this is how you are going to copy in your notebook. So here again we will first do the division method. Remainder is 1. So we are going to subtract that 1. 1 is the number which must be subtracted from 3250. So after subtracting, we get 3249, and then we will find the square root, and it is 57. So hence the square root of 3249 is 57. So if you will notice children, here whatever number you will get, probably that will be only the square root. You can check whichever answer you are getting. So fourth one, again it is 825, 3-digit number. How to pair it you know already. Now I am not going to explain. This two sums at least you will solve by your own, and then you can check your answers in the video lesson. So it will be a test for you, and you will get the concept very thoroughly. So division method is very important in this chapter for integer as well as the decimal. And this is the last one, that is 4000. So again you will find out whatever the square root division method is there. You can see here 31 is the remainder. So 31 is the number which you have to subtract from the given number to get a perfect square. So after subtracting, we get 3969, and then we find out the square root of that number using division method. So 63 is the square root of 3969. That's it children. Today we will stop over here, and we will continue in our next session. Thank you.